Hi everyone, it's Kelly, and today is day 6 of Squaretober, which is the art challenge I made for myself, where every day I take a 4" by 4" square of hot press watercolor paper and I do some kind of small art on it. And I upload the video and I do a voiceover where I just kind of talk to you guys and just hang out with you while you do whatever art challenge you're working on. So how's everybody doing? I'm doing okay. I'm doing great. I'm really enjoying this beautiful weather here in Kansas City. In the mornings it's been between 60 and 65 degrees. And my husband doesn't have a commute. He works from home. And for the first time in a long time, I don't. I'm making my own schedule. So we've really been enjoying like breakfast out on our patio almost every morning. We're really trying to enjoy it because you never know what fall is going to be like. In Kansas City just has strange seasons, you know. Fall can either be a really long, drawn out kind of an Indian summer where you know, it's the 60s and 70s for 2 months, or it can go from blistering heat from the end of summer into like the 40s and 30s, and it just keeps getting colder. So far it looks like we're going to have a nice fall, but I find myself really wanting to be outside more, and I think tomorrow I'm going to do my art on the patio and see what it's like to record out there. I would really like to take the recording equipment and go to the park, but I'm not quite ready for that yet. I think I'm going to ease into it. So maybe doing art on the patio will be a good transition. We'll see how it goes. Tomorrow is the first Friday of October, and I haven't been to a first Friday in, well, I went the beginning of summer, but it was really hot. And I'd like to go tomorrow night because I know it's going to be beautiful, but I also think it's going to be really crowded because it's beautiful. And I don't really want to fight for parking and all of that. So, I don't know. I guess I'm ambivalent about whether or not I'm going to go. A friend of mine and I are going to meet for lunch tomorrow. And then we'll probably go shopping. There are some markets that are only open on the first Fridays. I think that's how it works, but it's kind of like a flea market, but more upscale. And the last time I went, I found a lava lamp from, I'm sure, from the 70s. And it still works. It's pretty awesome. My friend is into art glass, so the last time we went, she got some beautiful vase, and which inspired me to go to a different flea market a couple weeks later. And I found I'm kind of getting excited about blown glass. You know, not cheesy blown glass, but really good blown glass. And of course, it's really expensive. It's way out of my price range, but every once in a while you find something that is like not a famous name artist or whatever, but it's still really pretty. Okay, I'm going to switch gears for a minute and talk about the Copic multi-liner SPs that I've been using. I've been using them throughout the whole Squaretober challenge, and I got them in the hopes that they could replace my very fine line technical pens, which keep clogging and giving me a lot of trouble. But the problem was that there just wasn't anything quite like the technical pens. I had tried the micron fine liners, but when you get down to the really fine lines, look at these fine lines. The microns didn't seem to hold up very well. These are holding up a lot better. So I'm going to use them for another 6 months, and I'll let you know what I think. I don't know, I'm pretty excited about them, so I'll probably keep talking about them. Yeah. But anyway, back to the glass. So when my kiddo was in about 4th grade, we went to the Moon Marble Company, and it's a they make marbles. It's a glass. They have the glass blowing furnaces. They do everything there, and it's in Bonner Springs, Kansas. And oh my gosh, we got to watch them do all of it, and we weren't 10 feet from them while they were forming the little marbles. But they also did other things too. They did some art glass and large marbles for paperweights, and oh my goodness, they were so beautiful. But they haven't really ramped back up all the way since the pandemic. I don't know, I probably should give them a call and find out, kind of what's happening, because I'd like to go back there and visit and watch them do it again. But I don't think they're ramped back up. Okay, so here I'm trying a completely, well, I've had them before and I've tried to use them, and they're a challenge. A lot of the cartoonists use them, but I think it's a brush pen, and obviously you can get a variety of line widths with them, but I have found them to be really difficult to use. But I decided this is a challenge. I'm going to challenge myself. So I pulled it. It was part of the set that I got with the Copic SP multiliners. Here's a close-up of it. It's basically just a felt tip, but with a long felt tip. And in order to get a really fine line, you have to apply just a tiny bit of pressure. It's all pressure-based. I think it's just going to require some practice. It's going to require some finesse. So learning how to make the pen do what I want it to do, I'm going to have to work with it some more. Yeah, and these watercolor pencils are a pretty good reason. I'm learning why I can't just do a review of something after I try it one time, because I did a review of watercolor pencils in general, what I thought of them, and I didn't like them. But for whatever reason, they're jamming on this. I don't even know what possessed me to pick them up. Maybe one was just handy and I absentmindedly just kind of picked it up and started coloring with it. And I really like that when you put the water to them, look how they intensify. That's pretty cool. But I don't think I would like them I still don't think I would like them for large areas. I think they shine more for small, tight spaces. And in spaces where, I don't want to have to try and keep a really fine point on them, because they wear down too quickly. And they're too expensive to keep sharpening. So, there are pros and cons with them, but I have to say I'm enjoying them for this challenge, I guess is what I'm saying. I don't really know. I really don't know how I feel about them yet, but I'm enjoying them for this. And I still really, really like to use graphite for shading. I didn't know that other people did this. And then I happened to be on Steve Mitchell's channel, Mind of Watercolor. And he did an episode where he used graphite. He also likes to use the water-soluble graphite. Anyway, you guys, have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.